Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Angie and it's nice to have you guys here. Happy Sunday. Happy Easter. I'm going to try to put this video up on Monday, the day after Easter, so I hope you've had a wonderful Easter holiday or just a wonderful Sunday if you don't celebrate Easter. I am going over to my parents' house as soon as I put some makeup on, so I thought I would do my makeup with you guys. Had a request on here. Someone asked if I could do my kind of spring makeup or a spring makeup look, and I thought that was a really good idea. I am still wearing makeup, not every day, but I do still wear it, so I thought I would show you what had been starting to kind of develop as my spring makeup routine. This is what I would have been wearing on teaching days, just a kind of quick, simple, but a little bit more like pinky purple on the eyelids for spring and a brighter lip color. So far today I've done my skincare and I've waved my hair a bit with my flat iron. I've got my coffee, which is needed. And then I've got all of my, well, not all, but all the brushes and makeup I will need for this look. I would normally film this in my bathroom, but all the light bulbs have burned out. So I'm getting by with a little clip reading lamp clipped to my bathroom mirror. I can like do my skincare and stuff, but it is not bright enough to do makeup. So thought I would just come bring the stuff out here and do it this way. So I hope the lighting out here is okay. As always, I feel like I have to do a bit of a disclaimer when I do makeup videos. I am not a makeup artist. I'm not a makeup expert. I just like buying the stuff and putting it on my face. But I will tell you the products that I'm using, and if any of them sound good, then, you know, you might want to check them out. So I'm going to start. Been a while, so I'm forgetting what steps do I usually do first. Let's do brows, because I just feel weird being on camera without brows. My brows are currently, they're still semi-tinted, but they are definitely starting to kind of go back to their natural color, which I am not a natural brunette. So when my brow tint runs out, like completely fades and goes away, I have next to no eyebrows because they're so pale. You can't see them. So I am just using the Sephora Brow Builder. This is in shade Rich Chestnut. I have to wipe it along the edge, otherwise there's way too much. And sitting here by the window, I'm realizing I need to pluck my brows. I'm not gonna do that today though. My family won't judge me, or at least not out loud. So I'm really just using this to get at any brows that have gone completely back to blonde and just kind of build up my brows just a tiny bit. I definitely go for a fairly natural, I've got one brow here at the end that just wants to go up. So I like to go for a fairly natural brow. I don't do the Instagram brow or anything like that. It just, I feel, looks ridiculous on me. Okay, so if I show a before and after, there's really not that much difference. Probably pretty subtle, but I notice it. And yeah, I'm not going as dark with my brows right now as usual because, again, my hair is not as dark as usual. My hair is fading, my roots are coming in, the blonde is starting to show, the lighter tones in my hair are starting to come out. So if I go as dark as I usually go, it looks a bit weird. Okay, so that's brows done, best as I can. Let's do eyes, and then we'll do base. So for my eyes lately, I've been using some of the shades I've got in my Z palette, and I'm specifically going to be using these kind of, a mix of these purple ones in the middle and then this light pink one. This is just something I started doing kind of at the beginning of March. I really liked how it worked. So I'm going to go in with the lighter purple on the end there. So I'm going to go with that lighter purple, and I'm just going to go all over the lid. Just the lid though. I'm not going up all the way into the crease. So pat that on. I just want a nice wash of color. And I really am focusing more on the middle of the lid. Now I'm going to go in with this smaller, slightly darker shade. This is meant to be a crease shade, I think. But I'm just going to put that kind of on the tip of my brush, and I'm going to go along the lower kind of third of my lid and just kind of blend that not into the lash line, but into that bit of the lid just above the lash line. just to have that color a little bit more intense, a little bit more of a purple. Now I'm gonna grab a Kleenex because I forgot my shadow switch in the other room and I only brought 2 eyeshadow brushes. So I'm gonna wipe the excess of that darker purple off, kind of clean my brush just a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfectly clean. And then with nothing on the brush, I'm just gonna kind of blend that darker up into where we just had the lighter, just to kind of smooth out that shade. Again, not an expert. This is just how I did my makeup one day and I really liked it, and then I started just recreating it. Now I'm gonna go with this kind of pencil brush. This one's from Primark. It's the 252 eyeshadow blending brush. And I'm gonna go in with that really light pink. It's just a really light shade. It's pretty like translucent. It's not gonna build up color, but that's what we want. I'm gonna start this just above that line of eyeshadow and blend it down kind of into the crease, kind of like an anti-crease is the best way I can describe it. So I'm not going for a deep color in the crease. I'm going for the eyeshadow diffusing and blending outward as it goes up past the crease. And I just find that it, if you can kind of see, it just gives a bit of a diffused look. It's not as dramatic as doing a deep color in the crease. And it's just a nice way to kind of blend out the eyeshadow. And this pink has a little bit of a shimmer, which I kind of like. Ooh, someone has ordered pizza at 10:43 on Easter Sunday. We all do what we have to do to get through this whole quarantine situation. Now again, with my brush that doesn't really have any shadow on it, I'm just gonna go and kind of blend over the whole thing very lightly. I'm not trying to wipe the eyeshadow off. I'm just trying to blend everything I've done together. It's a look. Maybe others won't like it. I kind of do, and that's what matters. So that's kind of the eyeshadow. I have fairly hooded eyes, so anything I put in the crease doesn't really pop out anyway. I just kind of like having the more subtle color on my lids. So now I'm gonna go in with my Quill Gel eyeliner, my Harry Potter eyeliner. This I got as a Christmas gift from Tamsin, and I absolutely love it. It's got a little brush on the end of the quill, and then the pot unscrews from the bottom of the like ink jar. So there's a little bit of gel liner in there. And I'm just gonna take some of that on the brush and just put a kind of thin line along my lash line. Again, not looking for anything dramatic. And someone's yelling outside now. Okay, so just a little bit of eyeliner just to help define the eyes, lashes, just a little bit. And then I'm gonna use this mascara today. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Fetish Eyes Mascara. I got this in a lash stash set back at Christmas that I've been slowly working my way through because there's a ton of mascaras in that set. The Christmas sets always come with like 8 or 10. It's like, I think it's 8 minis and 2 full-size ones. So yeah, it lasts me a good part of the beginning of the year. So I'm just gonna put a good amount of this on my lashes. Obviously use whatever your favorite mascara is. I don't think I'd buy a full-size version of this just because I know Pat McGrath is a more premium brand, but it has been pretty nice. I am enjoying the mini. I just find that it's pretty good at keeping my lashes separated, which helps give me more volume. It coats the length of my mascaras, of my lashes. I use Latisse, so my lashes are pretty long, and I feel like it does make the best of that. And I haven't noticed any major clumping or flaking problems with this mascara. So I currently have 3 mascaras on the go right now. This is one that I'm wearing fairly regularly. Since working from home, this is one that I will wear even if like mascara is the only thing I put on. Okay, so yeah, that's my eyes pretty much done. That's eyeshadow, eyeliner, and mascara. And now I'm gonna go on to base. So I'm just home. Like, I'm going over to my parents' house, but again, it's just home. So I'm not that concerned about doing a flawless base, and I don't do that anyway. So I'm just going to use my Aborian CC cream. This is their high definition radiance cream skin perfector. I really love this stuff. I've had it for a while. So I'm just going to kind of draw this around my face. If you haven't seen me use this before, yes, it goes on white. And then as it blends into your skin, it adapts to your skin color. So this one is in the Claire shade, which is the lightest shade. And it also has broad spectrum SPF 25. So sometimes I blend this in with my bare hands. Sometimes I use a beauty blender. Sometimes I use a brush. Today I'm just using a brush because it'll be less mess on my hands to try to clean. So I'm just kind of loosely buffing it along the top. This brush is pretty dense, so I don't need to press really hard. Okay, my battery died. I'm still blending this in. I think that's good. So it's not going to give me like a poreless finish or a flawless finish or anything like that, but it does give what I think is just a kind of my skin but better. It evens out the skin tone. It minimizes some of the hyperpigmentation and residual scarring I have from years of acne. That's what I like. Now I'm going in with my Becca, whatchamacallit, under eye brightening corrector in shade light to medium. So I'm putting that kind of in my under eyes. The Aborian cream will kind of address dark circles under my eyes, which is nice. So like if that's the only base product I can do, it's good. But I'm sitting here, I'm having fun chatting to you guys. I can do more. So if I'm doing my eyes, I like the under eye and Touche Eclat. This is in shade 1, which is Radiance, like Luminous Radiance or Radiance something or other. So I'm just going to draw that under, not directly under the eye, but kind of along the bone here and going down in a bit of a triangle. And then with my other Touche Eclat, because I'm years late, but I have gotten hooked on this product, in shade 0, I'm going to put that on my forehead and down my nose, kind of around a Cupid's bow, under my nose, and a tiny bit on my chin. And then with my Primark blending brush, this one, I'm gonna kind of just blend all of that in. Now, depending on how I'm feeling and what I really care about on any given day, I will skip some of these steps. Sometimes I might only do the Aborian, sometimes I might only do the Touche Eclat in shade 1 with the Becca under eye primer or under eye corrector, and I won't do anything else. So what I like about this routine that I've kind of built up, now I'm going to use the Pacifica powder, just kind of dusting that very loosely, lightly, to kind of set everything. What I like about this kind of routine and collection of products I've built up is I can mix and match. I can go a little bit heavier, like I could do another layer of this, or I could build this up on top of this, or I could skip this and just use a light dusting of my Hourglass, which we're going to use in a little bit. I can make it more of a full face or more of a bare face, all with the same products, just kind of mixing and matching. I'm going to use a tiny bit of this Hourglass bronzer just in the kind of hollows of my cheeks, kind of as a contour. Then I'm going to use my 100% Pure Punk Princess palette. I've been using the blush and the highlighter in this, and I really like them. I want to get a bigger Z palette and then pop all of these pans out to have like more of the face palette, because I like these eyeshadows, but I don't ever wear them just the 3. I usually mix them in with other colors, so I'd like to have them in a bigger Z palette as like a face palette. So now I'm going to use the blush and just kind of put that all along my cheekbone. And then we're going to blend. I use my powder brush to kind of blend out the blush I like going a little bit heavier on the blush and then blending it down. And now I'm going to go in with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Ethereal Light, and I'm going to put that over my whole face. So again, this probably is a bit more makeup than I would wear to go over to my parents' house, but it's Easter and I haven't done my makeup on a Sunday in forever, so it just felt like fun. So there's that, and then grab my highlighter brush and go in with the highlighter. So highlighter, I usually put cheekbones, Cupid's bow, tip of the nose, and along the brow. So the last step is lipstick. And again, normally if you're going over to my parents' house, I wouldn't bother with lipstick, but because I'm also kind of filming this as a spring makeup, we're gonna do the lipstick. But this is by Autograph, and it is shade Raspberry. I have been wearing this in some of my recent videos, and I keep getting compliments on it, so it seems like a good color for springtime. So that is this look done. I hope you've liked this. I hope it's at least been fun to kind of chat. I hope if nothing else it gets you to just kind of play around in your makeup drawers, play with stuff that maybe you haven't used in a while. I haven't worn this lipstick since last year. It's not a shade that I wear. I can see it in the lens and I'm really kind of liking it. It is one that I bring out kind of spring and summer. So it is now 11 o'clock. I am going to get my shoes on, get on the road, and go hang out with the family. It's just going to be the four of us. Normally my aunt would join us, but obviously she's self-isolating on her own, whereas my parents, my sister and I have kind of been self-isolating together, but in our separate houses, if that makes sense. That's how I'm going over to see them. I'm going to go do that. And if you want to see that, that will be in the weekly vlog that would have gone up, or that will be going up on Wednesday. So come back on Wednesday to see how our Easter was. I hope you all are staying safe and healthy and are doing as well as can be expected under these absolutely crazy circumstances. Say hi in the comments. Let me know how you're doing. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I will see you all soon in the next video. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye-bye.